execute? Are you not entertained? The Coliseum! Is this not why you're here? Execute!
What's going on, Cranksters? Welcome back for a beautiful Monday for our Scalp N CHill. What an amazing weekend it has been, Cranksters. What an amazing weekend it's been. We were smacking these trades, man. We had the double touch, double dutch. We had the USDT dominance that that I posted yesterday for everybody to keep an eye out. The trades are rolling, baby. The trades are rolling. But you know what? What we're going to be going about talking this evening is it's going to be about August and the month of discipline. I think you guys have been hearing me for over a year and a half now about, you know, our strategy, which is scalping, our structures, which is within our ranges, our trend lines, our parallels, our triangles, many different ways and to get these tops and bottoms, you know, the execution and the discipline to execute based off of that. And it's on my heart, man, to make sure that, you know, we're coming into this time right now. We're coming into this time, Cranksters, to where it's time to focus and lock it in. If you guys want to be here with some decent capital, fat capital. Can you guys hear me now? Here we go. I knew that. I knew the mic was off. Everything I was telling you guys was irrelevant. Everything that I was telling you guys. I just turned it on now because I knew what I was about to spit was straight alpha. So again, guys, what a beautiful weekend it's been, guys, with the trades. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we had these amazing trades between the BNB, the Bitcoin dip, taking these longs. And, you know, it's on my heart right now, guys, to really tell the Cranksters that I want you guys to be here for this next cycle. And, you know, when I tell you guys that the Coliseum, Did you hear everything? You just wanted to hear it twice? All right, so you guys did hear it. So again, yeah, I thought I was off, and I made that mistake, but I didn't know I made the mistake. I didn't know I made the mistake. But anyways, guys, August is going to be the month of discipline. When I show you guys this, and I have my thumbnail that, you know what? You don't want to be senior round tripper. You guys understanding a good trade from a bad trade, cutting bait early, understanding our structures, moving stop losses, moving TPs based off of greed. That shit don't fly. That is not real day trading. That is not maintaining the structure up in your mind, the psychology to follow through and consistently do it. You know, in the Coliseum, guys, when I built this, there's only one way to survive, and that's the way it's consistency. By the way, Vic, who's running this shit? Who's running this shit, man? You know what? We've had some monster trades, dude. I mean, I'm talking just these bangers, dude. Here, I got another Bitcoin short here. We're still sitting inside of this one. It finally played out. I should probably just lock it in, huh? We got look, we got another 1,400 bucks. You know, we've just been slow grinding it up. Nice. Back it up, Terry. Let me hear you, Terry. You know? But you guys, the trades, we're still running a wicked hot streak here. You know, we're running just a wicked hot streak still. And that's because of the discipline. I do not deviate from my strategy. I do not deviate from my structures. I do not deviate from the education. I do the same thing every single day, Cranksters, and you guys know it. You guys know it. You know? If you guys want to be here for the long game with your day trading account, everybody wants to day trade, but you know what? Nobody really understands what that means. Yes, we can do TA. Yes, we can hit the buy and sell button, but to maintain our idea, maintain our and follow through the psychology behind that and do not deviate, that is true day trading, guys. And that's what it's on my heart just to explain that all of the Cranksters for the month of August, this is the month of discipline. You guys, every single month, need to be working on it so hard, all right? You guys should be so disciplined and understand that cryptocurrency is going to be here today, tomorrow, yesterday. It is going to be here once you die. There's always another trade. And so understanding that, guys, true day trading is maintaining our edge, maintaining our probabilities, right? And using our edge. Our edge is the probability, right? And we do that within our ranges, and we do not deviate from that. And then we lock it in. We lock it in so many times that this shit is just undeniable. It's undeniable. Do you see what I'm saying? We do this so many times that it's just undeniable. But it's consistency. It's consistency. And you know what? Shout out to everybody in the chat real quick. Shout out to, Nassau. What's going on, brother? Put it in reverse, Terry. CryptoCrank should be at 500K subs at least by now. I'm so fucking undervalued. I really do appreciate that. And you know what? I do. We are by far one of the largest futures perpetuals trading groups in the world. We do astronomical volume. And here's the thing though, guys. Here's the difference though. And I was priding myself on the cranksters and our group. Our users on our exchange, the retainment, how we retain users, liquidations, very, 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 very small. Very small. But that's because we're like a family in the Coliseum. We surround ourselves. You understand the strategy is scalping, which means that we're looking for micro moves. We understand our structures. Everybody is playing in the Coliseum within the same ranges. The education and the discipline. When traders are a little off balance with their ideas, multiple other traders are chiming in. But they're not just chiming in with their own opinion. They're chiming in with multiple other versions of what the Coliseum teaches and how we design it. It's something very special. And so again, guys, we are going to be the trading desk that I'm trying to create. And obviously, let's just start this off by saying here, this is the Coliseum disclosure. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Trading involves significant risk. It's all for financial entertainment, and you may lose more than your initial investment. All trading decisions are made at your own discretion. Trade responsibly. But again, going back to the Coliseum and how special we are, and how consistent we are, it's bar none. This is where you want to trade. This is where you're going to want to learn. This is where you're going to want to surround yourself with other people, locking it in, understanding that there's always another trade into this next bull run. All right, guys? And so, again, shout out to the Cranksters. Shout out to the Coliseum. Make sure to, let's continue doing this real quick. I saw a great post here. Undervalued here. What's up, Terry? We got our boy Vic. By the way, who's running this shit? Is it you? Is it you, Adam? Is it you, Only Truth? Free Solo? It's got to be you, man. Balboni told me, man, that you were 5'1" and had that same curly shit up on top, man. You must be it. Fletchy, Crypto Lion, what's up, Blue? What's going on, all you guys, man? It's good to see True Blue. Where's he at right here? True Blue right here. Like, subscribe, appreciate it. Bro, zoomex is sick. Yeah, they are, man. Real quick, guys, shout out to zoomex. Make sure that if you're on zoomex to sign up to the new campaign I run. Again, we are a trading desk. All of the cranksters get to partake, earn rewards. We have almost every single crankster gets anywhere between $50 up to $10,000. Just by doing the same thing that we do every day. We scalp. It's real simple. Just the same thing that we do every single day. So sign up to there. Also, lock in your VIP Tier 2 fees. All right? VIP Tier 2 is like VIP Tier 6 everywhere else. No KYC. We have an absolute amazing support team specifically designed for the Coliseum. If the Coliseum needs anything, our support team through zoomex is here to help us, help the cranksters, help the Coliseum. And then also, I am running the whale group. So if you are a whale out there and you're trading $50 to $100 million in perpetuals trading volume, reach out to me at VIP@RealCryptoCrank. I can offer you something that nobody else can. So with that being said, let's walk directly into our Scalp N CHill. All right, let's walk right into our Scalp N CHill. And we should probably just close this. We still got $1,000 here. I've been watching this trade, but let's look at some of the trades, guys, from the weekend. So first of all, yesterday, let's go to my X real quick. Let's go to my X. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go down. Yesterday, we gave a scenario here, and I specifically told the cranksters, look, this didn't even exist yet, right? This did not exist yet. And I told the cranksters, be prepared for the double touch, double Dutch, right? I love one of my favorite patterns to long Bitcoin, and I took that long early this morning, guys, early. One of my favorite patterns is USDT dominance, right? USDT dominance. And look, USDT dominance has had, when we come up, we come down, right? We bust out of this little triangle that we've been playing inside of this range, and we'll go back to the other chart on TradingView. But again, look, we put in this high, right? And then we ended up taking a dip, kind of played around, and then popped directly up. And I said, be prepared for USDT dominance to put in a lower high. When this happens, long Bitcoin. Just pay attention and long Bitcoin. Okay, here's Bitcoin. And I was saying that, you know what, we can come all the way down here to the 7. We were either going to stop here, right? Bitcoin on the golden pocket at 62.7, or somewhere down towards 62.5, right? Somewhere right in here. Well, here's our update, guys, and how we ended up taking those trades. Here's our exact update. Boom. USDT dominance comes directly up, puts in our lower high. This shit's just getting too easy over here at the Coliseum, fam. Brother, look at this. Puts in that lower high, right? We then look at Bitcoin. Let's go back over to Bitcoin real quick. We could see that we ended up putting in this higher low on Bitcoin, right? We ended up putting in this higher low. It was a little lower than the 786, obviously, right? We melted through the 786. But the thing is that we ended up putting in a lower high and a higher low on Bitcoin. Every single time I took this long, and well, what do we know, guys? Again, simple trading is the best trading. Simple trading is the best trading. And so again, when we took those longs, same thing on Bitcoin, Ethereum, we took it on BNB. Guys, you do not need to overthink this. And what do I mean by that? If today's thumbnail is strictly about August being the most disciplined, the most disciplined man and woman you've ever been, you need to be taking these trades strictly based off of, for one, our strategy is scalping. Two, we have our structures, right, that we're going to play in. We had a set plan. And when we also say this too, we also understand that in the world of day trading, right? In the world of day trading, I said, the Diddy Bitty Tango is setting up. Diddy Girl, which is USDT dominance, is printing a lower high, right? Bitty Boy, which is BTC, is printing a higher low. This is one of my favorite setups, if-then setups. This is one of my favorite if-then setups. If the structure confirms, then I'll look for the trade. We don't predict. We wait for confirmation. Well, there we go, guys. I didn't even post the P&Ls on this. I didn't even post the P&Ls because this shit's just getting obnoxious already. Like, it's getting the cranksters. I saw all your guys' P&Ls rocking. You know what I mean? Look, we're still inside of this short right in here. Let's see if Bitcoin can get a little slight pullback. I just want a little piece. But again, guys, understanding same thing with the B trade and many others. Guys, these are high probable trades that everybody needs to be taking. Take them, don't take them. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking these trades, guys. They're following through because simple trading is the best trading. Simple trading is absolutely the best trading. And so as of right now, we need to understand too. Let's walk back through this. Because again, I'm not a call group. I show you guys my strategy in the Coliseum. I do the same strategy every single day, the same discipline, the same structures. I execute based off of that. All right. Let's go over to like you guys can see here, USDT dominance is absolutely fighting right now to bust on out of this. The fact that we came back down, I think that, this is kind of stopping out of nowhere. I want you guys kind of see here how it kind of does this. Look, USDT dominance puts in this lower high, kind of stalls for a little bit, and then buckles down. That means that Bitcoin's probably going to end up getting a pump, right? if history repeats itself, it doesn't need to repeat itself, but it does have a rhyme and rhythm, right? We kind of get this pop from like mid nowhere, kind of rips up a little bit, which means that if this rips up, Bitcoin's going to come down, right? If this rips up, Bitcoin's going to end up coming down, and then it capitulates back down, which means Bitcoin's probably going to rip. So what I'm looking for now, all right, what I'm looking for now is if USDT dominance kind of gets this little pop, Bitcoin gets this drop. When this thing gets this pop and then comes back down to this trend line, like the way it's been playing, then Bitcoin's going to end up taking out all of this. All right, Bitcoin's going to end up putting in that high again. So that's our trade setup. That's exactly what we need to be looking for. We've been walking through this daily, Cranksters. We've been walking through this daily in the Coliseum. We did this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We've been walking through this, and you know what? Again, we have been, we don't know what the outcome is going to be, right? We know that there is going to be an outcome, but we don't know if it's going to be a win or losing trade. All we know is that if this ends up coming up and rolling over, then that means Bitcoin's going to end up coming down before ended up taking out these highs, right? Real simple. We also know that when we come down to this support line, right? And let's look at this. Simple trading is the best trading. This is the ditty bitty tango at the highest level. We also know that if Bitcoin is going to end up popping and coming up, right, for a high to end up taking out this liquidity here, stopping out all the shorts here, 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 USDT dominance is going to be coming down here for the bounce, right? Then when we end up putting in this high somewhere up in here, wherever it might be, something like that, be prepared for the short scalp. If then scenario, if USDT dominance comes down to this support line, that means that Bitcoin's going to end up coming up, and this could possibly be our next short. Simple trading is the best trading. These are on macro time frames. When I say macro in the Coliseum, these time frames are anywhere between the 1 to 4 hour. When this plays out, and again, I showed you guys very locally. For us, this would be considered macro. Now, this is all the way to July 26th, right? I mean, this is a whole week of price action, right? This is a week of price action. So again, when this happens, this is our next trade. This is what we're looking for. Again, look, USDT dominance typically comes up, boom, little 50% move down, rips up, right? Rips up, and then completes down towards the big trend line. Let's see what happens here if USDT dominance gets that little pop, rolls over back to this trend line, and we can end up playing this out. You guys need to be setting targets for this. Understand that in the Coliseum, we are using the ditty bitty tango. And if this is your first time, joining us this evening, this morning, this whatever the fuck it is for you. By the way, real quick, who's running this shit? Huh? Is it you, Laurent Fontaine? Drum and bass? Are you running this shit? What's up, Fletchy? What are we doing? Brother, guys, if this trade ends up playing out here, this is our next high probability trade. This is what, and again, the structure is valid until broken, right? The structure is valid until broken. And so, again, none of this price action even existed. All we can do when we show you guys, when I show you that none of this price action even existed, look, I'm using bars pattern. Look at the candles in right here. The candles, well. Candles ended here. We ended up coming up for the lower high and then came down to the trend line. We're right here. Look, this is a fake bars pattern. This is just prediction tools, right? Bitcoin came all the way down here and then ripped up here, and now we have this trend. We go over to the current price action. Look at it. All we're doing is we're having another stream as a family, walking through our charts, which is the education, understanding, easy, very simple structure. Structure meaning, you know what? Where is our structure? Resistance. We flip this around. We could say, oh, look, support, support, support. Oh, well, what do you know? What the fuck do you know? It could possibly be coming down here if it does. You know, we came up to this initial right here, kind of came down. Look, we do this a handful of times. I wouldn't be surprised either if this thing rolls over, and that's another scenario, that if this thing just rolls over right now, then Bitcoin gets that pop. But for right now, look, I mean, we're rocking it. Look, the trade's up 16 hundo, another 16 hundo. Look, if this thing drops, which means that USDT dominance, we go back over to Diddy Girl. This is the Diddy Bitty Tango. Look, we're getting the pop. Can we then roll over to the macro trend line? And then we can end up taking the Bitcoin trade. Now, if we're going to be looking at this, we can actually just pull a local fib, and let's go from here just to our top. Can we get the dipperoni down here towards like $63,000? Because if we do end up getting this pop, this little pop on USDT dominance, then we're probably going to end up coming down towards 62.8 or something like that, right? 62.8. And then we can end up looking to take that trade. All right. Now, here's the other thing too. Cranksters. On the daily on Market Cipher, right? On the daily on Market Cipher, it has been showing us a clear, history does not need to repeat itself, but it does have a rhyme and a rhythm, right? So again, I've said this multiple times. When we look at this, we can just see momentum wave here, lower momentum wave, money flow cross. We're getting this pop. Look at this. Very simple, Cranksters. Right in there. Momentum wave, very strong. Weaker momentum wave, money flow cross. We get the pop. We go to our next one here. Look, same thing. We go over to this momentum wave, get the big dip. Weaker momentum wave, money flow cross. Right here, look at on this money flow cross. We get the pop. Look at this money flow cross. We get the pop. Well, look at this, Cranksters. Here we go again. Brother, is it going to be this easy? Is Bitcoin going to be this easy for us to trade? I mean, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. This shit has just been, dude, who's running this shit? The Coliseum's running this shit. And you know what? Look, again, we can see here on the daily that if we do end up getting this dip down that we're talking about, right? We get this dip down. And let's just say locally, 62, 63 doesn't hold, and we do end up putting in a higher low, right? A higher low from 57 or whatever. This is 57.6. We end up putting a higher low in. This momentum wave stays where it's at. Money flow is already crossed. I would be looking for the exact same thing to play out, guys. Exact same thing to play out. Simple. Are you picking up what I'm putting down right now? Because simple trading is the best trading. Again, support, resistance, volume, fib levels, and market cipher. Simple trading is the best trading. All right? This would be the bullish case scenario, right? This would be our bullish case scenario, right? Now, I've also explained a second scenario. This is our bullish case scenario that Bitcoin gets a slight pullback down to $58,000. This momentum wave kind of just starts rounding out. It doesn't get any deeper, right? We don't get any deeper than here. Maybe it comes in a little lower like this, and we can see something like that, right? We can just see something like this, but not deeper than where we're at right now. And we end up getting this pop, right? Now, here's the other thing, too. Here's the bearish case scenario. Here's the bear case. Does it, Wyson, you picking up what I'm putting down, homie? Simple trade. Are you understanding just based off a simple market cipher? We're looking at money flow crossovers, momentum waves, RSIs, VWAPs, exactly what this indicator is built from, how we're watching this, and what is the probability of history repeating itself. It looks very nice, does it not? It looks it looks really nice, okay? Now, here's the other thing too. If we go into a scenario where we're having the environment change, and you know what, guys? Let's look at this trade here. We're just floating around. We got a nice trade going. We got another 2 Gs, you know? We got another 2 Gs here. brother. Ooh. Maybe she comes all the way down, and it probably will. We just got to look at USDT dominance here. We got to look at USDT dominance. Let's go back to Diddy, and are we still getting the bounce here? And yes, we are. Let's see if old Diddy girl is going to continue to rise. Let's see if it starts ripping, because if it does, Bitcoin's coming down, right? Now, let's go into the bear case scenario, because here's the thing. Bitcoin right now, if we go out to like a 4-hour, right? There's been a environment change, an environment shift that I talk about. And everybody needs to be aware of this, that, you know what, we have been absolutely climbing. It's been a buy the pullback scenario, right? It's been a buy the pullback scenario. And what do I mean by that? Every single time we get the dipperoni and queso, buy the pullback, pop, buy the pullback, pop, buy the pullback, pop, buy the pullback, pop, but rejection, lower low. We're not putting in the higher highs or the higher lows anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? What we're doing now is we're actually inside of a huge environment shift, and we're going to know if this ends up playing out the way it did up here. Again, look, breakout, resistance support flip, breakout, retest, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. It's been a buy the dip fiasco here, right? Buy the dip fiasco. And then we ended up getting the environment shift to where the buy the pullback scenario has been a short, right? Has been a short the pump scenario. Short the pump into the capitulation, right? And if we were to look at that again, and we're looking at this and we could say, you know what? Is this the environment change that I'm talking about? And it absolutely could be. Do not get caught off on this, cranksters. Do not get caught off on this. We have flipped from a buy the pullback scenario to a short the pumps. So, you know what? This short could be it. If we do end up breaking down and we end up seeing something, you know, based off of 4-year cycle theory, we should be putting in a bottom in the next 90 days, right? If that's going to be the play and something like this is going to end up happening, brother, ooh. I mean, this is totally, brother. Ooh, it's on the cards. Where'd all my stuff go here? Hold on. Let's go to here real quick. Why is this not loading up? Give me a second. Give me a second. Look at this. We'll end up coming down to that $49,000 that I'm talking about if this ends up playing out. It's very, very, very similar price action, so do not get caught off. Now, on the 3-day on Market Cipher B, this is where this scenario plays out, right? This is way more macro. I think on the daily, it looks absolutely beautiful. If we see a deep correction and this money flow, or I'm sorry, this momentum wave comes down to, you know, just kind of comes down here like this, and it's still a bullish divergence, still a bullish divergence, still a bullish divergence, right? And we come down even down to $49,000, 49 to 54,000, right? The bottom of that 0.65 on that fib extension. I'm going to say, guys, on the daily, get fucking ready. I'm going to be longing the shit out of this thing for that squeeze that we've been talking about. But this environment shift could be now. This could be it. We don't know. It's an if-then scenario. Capiche? It's an if-then scenario. We don't fucking know what's going to happen. We understand that there is going to be a trade to be taken. We understand that there's going to be an outcome. We understand great risk management because what? We learned it in the Coliseum. Break a structure, you get the fuck out, right? That's our stop loss. Break a structure, we're done. All right? We have great risk management. We understand our strategy. We understand our structures. We're walking through all of this. And so we're literally telling ourselves, you know what? All right. Oh, shit, the market's fucking dumping. What do I do? Don't be that crankster and the newbie. Be the, oh, man, cranking the cranksters. Talked about this in the Coliseum. The fucking price is down towards 54. I know the whole fucking world's thinking we're going down towards 30. Brother, ooh, did we not walk through this? We're walking through the game plan. We're walking through the highs. We're walking through the locals. We're walking through the macros. and we have a game plan so that way we can execute based off of the education and the structures and the strategy that we teach every single day. So again, it truly is an if-then scenario, and it's decision time for Bitcoin. It truly is decision time, but the cranksters are not going to be caught off guard. Obviously, you guys got a great coach. So we'll be helping, guiding through this, you know what I mean? I'll be showing you guys, I'll be saying, you know what? Again, I'm not a call group. I teach you guys how to do this. I show you guys where I'm doing it at. I show you guys the P&Ls. I take these trades that I show. I put my money where my mouth is. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want. You know, obviously these ideas can happen on a day that you guys are working your asses off. You could be at a wedding, and you just can't take them. You know what? Sit back. You're not a chaser. We don't chase trades. We let trades come to us, right? We let trades come to us, just like we did with BNB, just like we did with the Bitcoin pullback. This morning's pump, because we walked through it yesterday. This morning it ended up playing out again. We're very blessed and fortunate that our structures are maintaining, right? And so again, guys, do not get thrown off guard by price action. This is our game plan. This is the education that I talk about. And you know what? Shout out to some of the cranksters, man. They were reaching out to me saying, man, Crank, I love when you post these things because I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see what you see. I'm starting to draw funky trend lines. I'm starting to throw the fibs out there, man. And then when price action comes there, and you know what? I love hearing the cranksters when they're saying, man, I can't believe I didn't take my trade on my little purple box or my little green box, but it played out. It was good to see. You know? And so again, this is jam-packed alpha, guys. This is real day trading at the highest level. If you guys were out there following any of your legacy boys that are truly trading futures out inside of the futures market for like stocks and prop accounts, this is the shit you're watching, but we're strictly trading Bitcoin and Ethereum and high liquidity assets in the crypto assets that we trade. We trade crypto, right? And so again, guys, you don't need all these other crazy assets out there. We got the number one asset. Its name is Bitcoin. We got the number one pegged asset to Bitcoin, which is Diddy Girl, which is USDT dominance. That's all you need. If you guys would like to trade some altcoins to Bitcoin, because obviously granddaddy Bitcoin moves, your fucking altcoin's gonna move. Bitcoin takes a shit, everything takes a shit. So if you want to trade altcoins, you base it off of that and throw your TA out the fucking window on these altcoins. Point blank. I'll put my money against any trader out there based off of that theory. I don't even need to look at anything else on my altcoins. If I see Bitcoin taking a dump with leverage, I can literally take an altcoin, hit the sell button, and rock and roll. If I think Bitcoin's going to rip, all I need to do is just freaking hit the buy button with a little bit of leverage on an altcoin, and I'm going to do it. I don't even need TA on an altcoin, but I do need TA on the number one asset in the world in cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin, and what it's pegged to, which is USDT dominance. And guys, we've been proving it time and 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 time again, that they're perfectly inversely correlated, and this is our guidance. And you know what? We just execute strictly based off of that, cranksters. We do not deviate. And so let's look here again. Here we go, man. I mean, we're breaking it down. Let's look at the trade. We're still up another $2,000. Look, hopefully we can get some stopped out. Hopefully we can get, hit our TP here. It's a mild little TP, another little 2 Gs. We'll add it to the bags here. We'll add it to the wins. We'll add it here. We'll add it to the a little winning strategy that we've been going on for almost a week here on this account. Watch her close. Watch her close. You know what I mean? Absolutely, guys. And that's it. That's all we can do is just, again, simple trading is the best trading. Probability states, and I say this time and time and time again, probability states that you are going to lose, all right? Our strategy is our edge. You can only use and perform our edge in the correct structures. Otherwise, you're fucking gambling. And so when I go back into my thumbnail and I tell you guys, August is the month of discipline, how well can you cranksters perform this month? How well can you guys Maintain trading within the structures. How well can you cut bait early on the break of structure? How well can you lock it in and not be a moon boy, moon girl? How well can you do this in August? I really do. I challenge everybody. I challenge everybody in the chat. I challenge everybody in the Coliseum that, you know what, guys, this is real day trading. This is the psychology of it. And I'm going to be going into all of my courses and all of my stuff that, you know what, you could do as much TA as you want. You could be a chart fairy up the ass, but understanding and executing a trade with money or a prop account and putting it on the line and not deviating from the plan, bingo, that's real day trading. That is real trading right there. It's all up here. All right? And so again, Cranksters, it was huge, man. I really wanted to go over that tonight about discipline, because the last all of these trades that we've been taking, you know, that we've just absolutely been smacking here. I mean, we got these, dude, the double touch, double Dutch. Look at this shit. Who's running this shit, by the way, huh? Look at this. We literally look at these. This was just yesterday. If we were to zoom in on this here, how do I zoom in on this? There we go. These were the trades from the other day. We gave out, we literally took the longs. We said, hey guys, let's wait for USDT dominance to come in, get the pullback. $100,000 right here. Look, 100 G's, 100 G's, guys. And that ain't nothing special. It ain't nothing special. All we did was stick to our plan. This is the trade right here. Look, and then we said, you know what? If this thing's gonna end up pulling back, what did we do? What did we do? I was all excited too. Look, I was all excited, guys. We started getting a little pullback here. Let's see if I can, this thing's running a little slow. Out and just said, you know what, it's game over. This is the environment it all in, dude. Look, there's a million
here we
other
go.
trades.
We ended up locking in half.
Y'all are talking about. So
Look,
I'll tell you
here
what.
we go.
I told you guys about
we'll just
locking
mark
it
it out,
in. I
'cause I
said,
don't
you
give
know
a
what?
fuck about
Could
the
it go
fees
higher?
here.
Don't give a fuck if it does. Lock it in. Trade number one. Trade number two. Locking it in. Fire off, baby.
We closed out 50%.
Boom, boom, boom.
Don't give a fuck.
There it is.
Right? We lock it in.
Lock it in.
We still have 100 racks sitting here, guys. We're locking.
The whole point, Cranksters, is to follow through with the game plan every single day, every single trade, and every trade stands alone. Every trade stands alone. Okay? You do not need to predict the future. We just maintain our edge and we follow through. So this is our trade right now. Let's see if we can end up getting let's see if we can make another couple G's. Dude, you get into the doors of the Coliseum and you walk through, and throughout the walls, all you hear is, lock it in. Brother, who's running this shit? You know what I'm saying? Nice. Adam did 25% today. That's monstrous, bro. Rinse and repeat. Remember what worked and just keep sticking with it. Guys, here's the thing. You guys are going to go through your journey, especially throughout this month. And when I'm telling you guys, when I'm telling y'all, you know, I went through a bad streak. Look, I went through a bad streak. I went through my streak. Look, I went through my bad streak. And I said, you know what? When I start running through a bad streak like this, look, and we had a complete hot streak. When I went through my bad streak of 8 trades or whatever, I said, you know what? It's time to get away. Something's off. I went to do some trophy fishing, caught some 18-inch bass, some 18-inch some trouts. I said, you know what? Here's the thing. As a beginning trader, you guys are going to go through losing streaks, and then you guys are going to start thinking, oh, it's the strategy. It's fucking me. Oh, I need to find a different strategy. I need to start doing this and start making all these adjustments instead of just sticking with it. Stick with exactly what we're teaching in the Coliseum. I get back from my trip. Well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Brother fucking, I'm just telling you, you get out of these funks, guys, but you guys got to stick to the discipline. You have to stick to the discipline. You stick to the strategy. You stick to the structures. You rinse and repeat. And this is what I mean. Just because we had a hot or a hot week before does not mean the following week is going to be just as hot, or the week here. You know? Look, we're on fire again. We're on fire again. We're rolling, baby. We're rolling. And so again, guys, it's literally sticking to the exact strategy. And you guys are going to hear me say it over and over and over again, because boring is what works. Look, we're about to make another 25 hundo, brother. Here we go. Look, here we go. Can we get it? Can we get a dump? But the whole point, guys, is how disciplined can you be this month? It's on my heart, man. I'm praying for you guys. I'm really praying for you guys. I really am. I want you guys to just keep growing, and it's only going to come with consistency, surrounding yourself with other cranksters that have the same mindsets, the same discipline. Everybody's we're running like a machine. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. All right, we just took that off. Let's see how this trade goes. And I might even be locking this one in a little early. It's probably, let's look at USDT dominance. My problem is, guys, is like me. I already told you guys, I'm 100 TP. I'm 100% TP, man. I like TPing 100% and going to bed at night and waking up and seeing this shit. I like seeing this shit, right? I like this. I like this. I don't. Dude, I'm happy waking up, my account's still in the green, man, and we just keep running. There's always another trade. I don't feel like I missed anything. Oh, I should have held a little longer. Lock it in. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at USDT dominance real quick. Got that pop. Look, it's fighting right now. It is fighting right now. Yeah, exactly. Stick with it, because the market will never work every minute for every strategy. Most difficult part is the mental. Your own mind strategy is the same. Candles are the same. Touch grass. Exactly. Every trade is independent. Ooh, brother. Ooh, come on, Diddy. Come on, Diddy girl. Get that pepperoni and queso. Come on up here. Tap me outside. How about that? Let's make another couple. Let's make another couple G's, man. Another good trade. Come on. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen here, man. We're just letting it ride. But either way, yeah, Dano, lock in some family time. Great trading the last couple days, Dano. Great trading the last couple days, man. Stay consistent. Remember what you've been doing the last week, man. You've been doing good. I've been watching you. We've been talking about you. You're doing real good. You've been doing real good, man. We've been talking about you. All right? I know. You've been doing a good job, CJ, Crypto Lion, Adam, Gates, True Blue. All right? Crypto Gain Hub. Fletchy's a busy man. He's a busy man, but I tell you what, dude, between his trips from here to Home Depot, brother, he be locking it in 1, 2, 3%, 1, 2, 3%. He be squeezing them. If the opportunity is available, he be squeezing them, right? You know? Absolutely, guys. What's going on, TradeFly? We're going over massive lessons right now, dude. Massive lessons. We're going over August is the month of discipline, dude, for the Coliseum. It's the traders, the sentiment, the mindset. We're keeping the narratives and the news out of it. We're sticking to our strategy, our structures. We are absolutely cooking, man. So, yeah, I'm in another trade here. We got another like 375K on this one. We've been rocking, dude. We've been rocking. We're running a nice little hot streak. We got another 2,500 bucks, getting ready to close it. If we can dip just a tad bit more. What, another 40 bucks? Rocking out another 40 bucks. Let's see if we can get it. Let's look at USDT dominance. And again, guys, that was the lesson for tonight. That's the lesson for tonight, man. We're going to keep this right at an hour. So we got about 12 minutes. I'm done preaching and speaking. We're trading now. We're trading now. But yeah, cranksters. Yep. Let's see if we can get TP'd out, and then I'm getting off. We can get TP'd. If we can get some TP around here, I'll close it down, man. Look, we got close. We got close. Brother, Let's see if we can get TP'd for another 2-3 G's, man. Maybe. I don't know, man. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows who's running this shit, you know? We just know that we were short. We needed to take the short. You could probably come down, way down. Crypto Gain Hub. My TP's early, brother. I'm 100% TP man myself. I don't sit in these things, bro. I don't sit in this shit. Big old dip down like that. And then, woo! Give it all back. You know? Look, this thing, oh my God, it's finally coming down to fucking, this is beautiful. I got the perfect short entry. It's probably coming down to 40. Woo! I don't think so, brother. I don't do this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a 100 TP man myself. Yeah, and you know, in all reality, 63 probably. We can come down to 63. Am I going to pass up on 2,400 additional dollars? No, not me. You want to know why? Because this little move right here, I can catch it anywhere. I can catch it here. I can catch it there. I can catch it there. I can catch it here. No, thank you. I can catch it everywhere, so I don't care. I'm a lock it in kind of man myself, you know? Let's see if we can even get it. Maybe this is it. Maybe it doesn't dip right here. Maybe I should just close it. You know? Yeah, TradeFly. It's a smart man. It's a smart man right there. Oh, look. Here, hold on. Look. There we go. Sorry. I wasn't on the exchange. There we go. Sorry, Lonnie. What's going on, Lonnie? Sorry. Oh, I'm catching them. That's it. Like me, I'm 100% TP, man. I'm up 2,500 bucks on this little move. I will lock it in. My TP's right here. You guys can see it's right underneath it. But the reason it's probably coming down to 63 right in here, right? We talked about the scenario where we pulled the fib down below us to here. It's like right in here, like at 62.8 to 63. Probably right in here. I don't care because again, this move right here for 2,500 bucks, when we're showing you guys how I'm scalping and how we're taking these trades, $3 grand, 1,300, 1,600, all these other trades. Look, $2 grand, 2 grand, 9 grand, 13, 4 grand, 21. I'm 100%. When I say I'm 100% TP man myself, I'm going to take 2,500 bucks on this because I can get it here. I can get it here. I can get it there. I can get it on the short. I can get it here. I can get it there. They're everywhere. I see profits everywhere. So I'm not going to hold it. I'm going to sleep tonight. I'm going to go out to the pool tonight. Maybe do a bonfire. Maybe a Cholino. I don't know, man. Shit. We can get TP'd out, maybe. This thing's fighting right here. Dude don't want to give it to us. Let's go back over here to USDT dominance. Look, it's fighting. If this thing comes down, the Bitcoin's going to get another pop. You know what I'm saying, though, guys. I like TPing out, man. I'm 100% TP kind of guy, man. I don't very sell like the last couple days. I left some runners on those swing trades. We were in them for about 3 days, 2 days on those swing trades. We locked in $75,000, and then I left little runners, man. We left little runners, and then we still ended up closing them out for you know, a little 14 grand. And to be honest with you, dude, this thing can totally bounce. I mean, I might just have to lock it in. I might just have to. The USDT dominant could be coming down again. If this thing comes down, the Bitcoin's going up. Point blank. And again, guys, these are the trades that we're looking for. So when I show you guys this, look, all I'm looking for is 1, 2, 3%, 1, 2, 3%, 1, 2, 3%. Look, we're up 3% on a trade right now. We're up 3%, 2.93. 1, 2, 3%. I see profits everywhere. Brother, ooh. You know what I'm saying, Gates? You like that? Instead of them saying, I see dead people, I see profits everywhere. Come on, man. Tap me outside. How about that? Brother, ooh. You know? Yes, sir, Bobby. Let's see if we can get TP'd out on this trade, guys. Another 2,500 bucks. The trades that we locked in, the 70 grand from yesterday and the day before. Hold on, let me get in, logged in, 2FA. Let's go to the 2FA. Hold on, 180656. Like, look at this. We were running a hot streak on this one. Here's the big boy account. We were running a serious hot streak on this one. Look, 8 grand, 9,400, 7,200, 31,000. These are the big trades that we were taking, guys, off of the Diddy Bitty Tango. Off of the Diddy Bitty Tango. And then I ended up getting stopped out, right? Ended up getting stopped out on these trades right in here. Ended up getting stopped out. Looks like we're getting TP'd out. Cranksters on the other account. We're going to lock in that 2,500. We are locking in. And again, guys, make sure to sign up with zoomex. Lock in your VIP tier 2 fees. All right. We've saved almost $750,000 on this account in fees, almost $733,000 in fees. Make sure to lock in your VIP tier 2. All right. Man, can this thing just dip? It needs to dip just a little lower. I had it set right at 33, 63, 320 something, didn't I? We got to log into the other one again and let's see. Come on, Diddy girl. Fucking pop, man. Brother, ooh, wasting my time here. Catch me outside. Stop me out. Let's log back into the to the small account here, guys. Here we go. We still have not been tapped out, man. Give me a break. I might just close it because the suspense is killing me. Brother, ooh. Yeah, the suspense is killing me. Look, I'm going to give it all back now, aren't I? We about to give it all back. I should just lock in my 2 grand. USDT dominance. This might be it, guys. I might have to lock it in. We might just have to lock it in and we'll take 1,600 bucks. I'll be happy with that. Yep. To be honest with you, I'm going to sleep good tonight. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take my 1,600 bucks. I ain't worried about another $500. No big deal. No big deal. I ain't going to squeal over no big deals. You know what I'm saying? Lock it in. Do not fuck around and find out. Lock it in. All right? Lock it in, guys. Look, and that's the big thing that I was looking at here was USDT dominance is pissing backwards. It's probably going to come back down here, which means that, you know what? It could easily come right back up to my entry. So I said, you know what? Let's at least lock in two. And again, guys, when we look at this move right here that I just showed you, right? When I look at this move from right here, this was almost $2,000 off of this move for 2-3%. Again, if you're trading with $1,000, right? And I tell this to you guys, if you're trading with $1,000, the way I teach you in the Coliseum, right? Based off of our strategy of scalping, our structure, which is our ranges, the education, the discipline, and the execution. If you're trading with $1,000, you should be making 20, 30 bucks, 20, 30, $40, 20, 30, $40, 20, 30, $40. If you're trading with 10 grand, $300, $400, $500, $200, $300, $400, $200, $300, $400. If you're trading with 100 grand, right? If you're trading with 100 grand, you should be, again, 2, 3, 4,000, 2, 3, 4,000. Again, it's the same thing when you're trading with $1 million bucks, 20, 30, 40,000, 20, 30, 40,000. But do you guys understand what I'm trying to teach you? And what I'm telling you is the percentages stay the same, the structure stays the same. But as you guys scalp, little wins equate to big accounts. Little wins equate to big accounts. All right, guys, this is true day trading right here. This is exactly how you do it with consistency. Lock it. By the way, who's running this shit right now, huh? TradeFly, is it you? Huh? Bits? We got Adam. We heard about you, Adam. You're doing a good job. We know you, man. You're doing a good job, all right? Who else do we got here? We got Gates. We know you, man. You're doing a good job. How disciplined can you be in the month of August? How disciplined can you be? All right? Dutch Fart. Dude, hey, Crank, if it goes up from now, do you think you're going to close it? Absolutely. We just locked it in, dude. We locked it in. I ain't fucking it around and find out. I'm not senior round tripper. You guys know that, dude. I lock it in to where it's undeniable. I like money. I like nice shit, man. Keep on, CJ. Hey, man, CJ, keep on keeping on, brother. You know what I'm saying? Keep on keeping on. But guys, this is what August is all about. When I show you guys this, and here, let me just do this real quick. Hold on. Let's go here, and let's add this to it. Let's go to the media assets here. Let's go to this one right here. Let's go to add files. The month of August. Brother, here you go. Let's go here. How well can you not interfere with the process? All right? The process works. Your job is to get the fuck out of the way. Point blank. This is bar none. Point blank. August rules. Wait for structure. Follow the Diddy Bitty Tango. You follow Diddy, which is USDT dominance. You get your structure. You execute the trade on Bitcoin. You lock in profits and you walk away. Those are your August rules. How well can you not fuck this up? How well can you guys not interfere with the process? What are you not going to do? All right? Do not interfere with the process. No chasing, no revenge trading, no FOMO trading, no over trading, no emotional decisions, no senior round trippers. We don't want no senior round none of that. Your biggest opponent against you this month, Cranksters, is you. I tell you that true day trading is all about psychology. There's a bazillion fucking chart fairies out there. There's a bazillion people that are doing this. Executing a trade, walking through and maintaining structure, and not deviating is true day trading. Every time you interfere with the process, you move further away from consistency. Every time you trust the process, you become the trader you're trying to become every day. I challenge you guys all in the month of August. There's 31 days, 0 emotional trades. All right? 100% of the process, complete the mission, become the result. With that being said, Cranksters, I hope that every single one of you guys have a wonderful night. I will be live tomorrow. And we're going to continue doing this again. Laurent Fontaine, brother. You guys all have a wonderful night. Peace out.
Who are we? Pranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum!
It's the
What do we do?
Tango, brother.
Execute! Are you not entertained? The Coliseum! Is this not why you're here? Execute!